How have you been growing your ability to think?
Well, I think again, it's intentional. Again, it's having that intention of wanting to continue to be a learner, wanting to be curious, all of that stuff. In the coaching I do now, the first stage of my coaching process with the CEOs I coach is about awareness. Are you aware of who you are, and are you happy with that person? And do you know how you are impacting others? And a lot of them don't know how they're impacting others because they've never taken the opportunity to find out. So we talk to their stakeholders and say, hey, how is this person's leadership style either helping you or not helping you? Because the leader has to change, not the person that they're leading.
So the question for you tonight is, Mary, have you been growing your ability to think over the years?
I would say there's probably four things, but the first is put your phone down, right? put your phone away. The second thing that I find is going for long walks. And even if I'm listening to a podcast to kind of spur my thinking, I find some of my best ideas come from those walks when I'm kind of, you're free. And neuroscience says that, right? They call it vacation brain. When you kind of take yourself out of your familiar surroundings, sometimes we're able to think. I think the third is to read broadly, right? Find things that you're interested in, but read fiction, read nonfiction, read science fiction, read about the arts, read biographies. So just stretch our ability to think in different ways, to imagine through fiction, to learn through nonfiction, to model through biography. So I think to read broadly. I also, because I'm not very good at keeping my focus, so the multitasking is something I'm still working on, right? To kind of just, I know when I'm really passionate about something because I'm in the flow. But the other thing that I would offer is to figure out other creative ventures that help you think about things in a different way. So when COVID hit, I started taking collaging classes and just doing collaging. And there's nothing more restful than cutting and pasting paper, right? so the collaging. So find other creative outlets that help you to think differently, right? To help you to see things from different perspective. Go walk around a museum, something that just challenges our stereotypes or our perceptions.
The question for you is, how have you been growing your ability to think?
You're asking some very, very interesting questions. Because it's well, yeah, okay, very easily, actually. Now I got it. I've always looked for the masters. So when I've had a lot of brilliant teachers in my life, both in the Zen school and also in other meditation schools, but also in the Gestalt world. I've studied with people in US. I've studied with people in Denmark, the best in Denmark. My thinking is very much based on the experience that I have, you would say, copied or integrated from other people who have done that, who have then again been with other people, right? So it's about seeking information. Don't take the quick way. Don't go quick. There's no quick fixes. There's only slow fixes. So look for it. but find some. You said it before. The master will come to you when you're ready. That's a very interesting, very interesting aspect. I would say look for the master. Don't wait for him to come. Look for him. Find him. If you like it, go with it. If you don't, change.
Wow. Last question. Okay.
Yep.
I want you to travel with me to see that little boy Nikolaj when he was really, really young. And you say that he could even write his name properly. Am I listening to it correctly?
Yeah, or at least my spelling was not that good when I was in public school. So yes.
Alrighty. So because I noted in there, so I want to make sure I got information correct before I ask the question. So the question is, now you and I travel time, we see him at the public school, okay, when he was struggle. And you tell him about the journey that he is going to have in the future. What is that you now are going to tell you then?
So could you rephrase it again? So what would that boy tell me today, or is that your question?
What would that you today tell that boy back there?
Oh, very good, yes. I would tell him, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of curiosity. Go for it. Go into the world with that energy and be aware, or pay attention to, I would say it's probably better, because it's not dangerous, but pay attention to the people that you meet, because some of them will resist you and some of them will love you, and that's how it is.
Wow. It's a beautiful advice that each of us can give to any young kids out there, right, on the journey to grow, so that they can have hope, they can be fearful, but not going to be afraid of, fear. So they're going to have hope in the future and the best version of them to come. Huh?
Yes, and I think it's important to emphasize on this. That's what I really have learned, is that I thought for a while in my life, probably most of my life, that it was all about me. And I think there is a tendency in the world today that it's all about me. There's a lot of narcissism, there's a lot of self-promoting, there's a lot of all that stuff out there. And I would like to encourage people to be aware of each other, to be aware of connection, to know that when you do something, it always has an impact on other people. So it's both me and you, not me or you.
Okay, so assuming that we're gonna travel time and travel space also to another universe where me now, be able to see your your mom's father and your father's mother. So with the four of us together, all right.
Yeah.
And Michelle gonna share one piece of wisdom that Michelle's been having back to your grandparents. All right. So what is that piece of wisdom you are going to and proudly saying to them?
Oh gosh, that's a great one. I'm going to share something that is applicable in life and career, and it is something that I share with my career transition clients, but this is so applicable in life in general, which is, this is not your forever place ever. Like if you're experiencing a challenge or you're experiencing a struggle, that struggle is an event. That struggle doesn't last our whole lives. So whether the struggle is losing a job, maybe having a problem with the house and not sure if you can keep your house, or, maybe the falling apart of a relationship, or any of those kind of things, like this is not your forever place. Like things will turn around, and things will evolve, and they will grow, and they will become better from here. It can feel very stressful in the moment, but it's not going to be how it always will be. So I think that's something that I've learned. I have learned that through life, with different situations and different challenges. And that would be one thing that I would share. I've seen it help so much, and I've seen the truth of it so much too.
Wow. And I hope that this message, that piece of wisdom, will reach to many, many people during this challenging time in their lives, right? So that it can give them hope, and it can give them the courage to continue to face with setbacks and challenges. So on their journey, they'll be able to find peace and joy. So
Gandhi once said, be the person you want to see in the world, right? And we're born with an already established personality. We have who we have. Our temperament is already ingrained. And as we get older, we become witness to various stimuli around us that will affect in the world, that will affect the way we act and react to that stimulus, okay? And if you're around a certain type of thought process, good or bad, right? People around you that you love and trust, you're going to mirror them, at least for a while, until your personality basically comes in. Now, I have always been, as far as I can tell, a really nice person who likes to help people. I can remember helping little kids when I was a little kid, and some of the people that I've worked with along the way became really nice people. Because when it really gets down to it, the people that I've worked with, that I'm in it for me and that's it. I don't care about you. They have a very miserable life, no matter this amount of success. But when they change that idea to the more I help the people around me, the better I feel, the better my life is, and the more successful I actually become. Because there's going to be a point in time where you're going to get so high where it's going to affect your job, and you're going to start getting fired all the time. Right? Or worse yet, you're going to make those around you so miserable, and all of them quit all the time, and you have nobody to work with. So it's important. Be kind.
be kind.
It's free.